Geordie Retro Chasers, back out in the wild. What's happening YouTube? What's happening internet? As per usual, welcome back to Geordie Retro Chasers. Alright guys, back to usual viewing after last week's Northeast Retro Gaming video. We've packed the car, took our bags, took some money, and we've been out into the wild of the Northeast. Without further ado, without me shit cracking on as per usual, let's get out there, let's have a look, let's pick up some stuff and let's come back and check it out. Alright guys, let's go do this. No! Right, YouTube, well it's Sunday morning, it's slightly windy, but it is very warm and very sunny. We're on the northeast coast, so that can only mean one thing. We're at the car boot fairs. Let's go have a look and see if we can find some of that 80s and 90s relics, or we can high into the GameCube collection. Guys, got me onto my first pickup of the day. Let's run him through the old CEX app. See what he brings back, see if he trades in and out. Again. Oh, it's cool Blue Peter annual. Oh yeah, what's that? Doesn't seem to tell you, but B-roll. Get on there, the old cassette has. Look at that little bad boy. Hello mate, you alright? Some decent old school films in here guys. That was a film. Not the second one, but the first one. Oh, Flintstones. Remember they replaced them. Anyone wanted to do the second one? Good old Garfield. Love that crack. Alright, nothing there for us, so let's keep going.
What a nightmare. I dreamed I had 300 cheeseburgers and no ketchup. What could be worse? Alright, 400 cheeseburgers and no ketchup.
This one's from 2006, like, so it's not as vintage as I wanted it, but big shout out Pogs.
80 pounds.
Alright guys, first pickups of today. These, hopefully they're all in there. That one seems pretty brand new. This one trades in at a fiver, this one trades in at 4. They have 50 pence each one. Boom. It's a bit different. I've seen him before. He looks pretty smooth. Had a few of them in my time. Nice place. Seal as well. Pretty decent. Not first like, but nice to see in the wild. Guys, I'm pretty convinced these might be Sylvanian families. Are they Sylvanian families? It looks very, very similar to Sylvanian families. This is GRC would have told us, but never mind. Guys, do we have any more decent books in here? That's pretty old school. Maybe vintage a bit more. Dated 1987. Nice. Could be like the old school DVDs here, which would look nice on the table for when we go. So we've got that one. Regrets the movie.
Welcome to Burger King. May I take your order?
Je voudrais collecter une autre modèle Rugrats, s'il vous plaît.
Burger King celebrates Rugrats in Paris, the movie, with new Rugrats chatback watches that talk. 4 watches in all, just $1.99 each with any value meal. Only at Burger King.
And of course we've got Jimmy Neutron. Let's see how much the lady wants for these 3. Machines. Box is absolutely battered here. I could just, if the box was in a little bit of a better condition, it would have looked sweet on the shelf. Never mind. Oh, big shout out to Easy Trailer lads. These boxes a little bit better lads, I would have took in. Let's see if we've got here. It's different, isn't he? I've seen the big box up like that before. Nice. Look at him, guys. Yes, lad. He is the absolute fucking boy. And then right next to him, sitting on the desk, we've got Final Fantasy for the PS1. So we can see the mood in 2 seconds.
£2 each.
There's extra GTA 5 there. Let's go see the US version of. Oh no, I think it's a little clone. Yeah, it is. It is a little clone. Pretty decent one. Nice. How much does you look like? 50 pence. Yeah, I'll take him for 50 pence. Lots of random stuff here, guys, with some manuals. Golden Axe. Streets of Rage manual there. PS2 demo disc thing. Stuff here. How much are your manuals, mate? Oh, yeah, I'll take them for £1, mate. The books here, guys. Gunfield. Which one is this? No, wait, I think you're There's a kaleidoscope there, the magic roundabout. He's very well. Well, would you look at that, guys? Now that's vintage. Nice. How much is your place at, mate? Tenner. Nice. Is that the airport in there, sis?
Esso Unleaded, a new generation of performance fuels.
Guys, got it. I have an old school Battlefield here. See David? Don't think he is, but he's the original from the original 90s movie. Let's find out how much the job wants for this one. It's the original version of Operation, guys. Look at that. That was the one I remember from being a kid. I don't know what year this was. Let's turn it over and see if it's dated. There she is, lads. Elvira, Mistress of Darkness. Yes, lad. Pretty cool Sesame Street cup. Explain how much you want for this. How much you cut, mate? Yeah, I'll take that for £1. Got a few figures on here, guys, but I think they're all pretty modern ones here. We've got Timothy, Batman maybe. Yeah, these are all really modern. Not for us, unfortunately. What a game that was, guys. Anyone ever play that? Great game. How much you want for Madwell? Transformers the movie sealed. So I think we'll take him as well. Got a little launcher here, so I think we'll take a launcher.
Look at the airwolf one, bro.
Skeletor missing his arm. How much is your archer, mate? What do you call the game, guys? Do you call Ultra Force? Is it Ultra Force? I need to kid that. I do remember having these. Do you remember these? Sure. Ultra Force. Something like that. What a minute. What a great piece, what a cool piece to see. Alright. My friend Joel Field would lose his shit over this. Yes, lad. Season 1 and 2 of Airwolf might be coming with us. Let's see how much the damage is. Here's a nice piece, guys. Really nice.
They quite suit Michelle Field.
Feeling I might get buyer's remorse not buying that Kong Man for 20 quid, but it was missing its marble. It was fully working, but dinner. Right, guys, another bolo to be looking out for is this, which is got all 6 discs in it. Paid £1 for it. We'll trade in at 4, I think it said. So I'm pretty happy with that. To be honest with you, this might work its way into my collection. Yes, lads. Yes, lads. Anyone fancy learning to play the piano? That's for the little because she wants to learn. Look at that old school thing. Is he dated? Nice piece though. They're pretty cool guys, aren't they? For a £5 each. Anyone play Kingdom Hearts on PS3? Beautiful pieces they are. Not for me, like, but cool as fuck to look at. We've got some old school VHS here, guys. I can't see any sort of 90s cartoons. Oh. Guys, got some more old school annuals here. Never seen that one before. The two bunnies. TV's greatest hits, TV times. Frank Muir, Three Little Pigs. What's this one? Children's television, the golden age. Try and call them. Shins in the 80s ones there for us. I think these are all again pretty modern and no vintage things here. Oh, hang on, we'll see. Guys, if you recognise them two dudes, no idea. We'll just take a minute. Oh god, what a film that is. What an absolute cult classic. Yes, lads. What an absolute baller, guys. Now there's something you don't see every day. The complete first season of Different Strokes. Nice.
What you talking about?
Yeah, guys. The old seasons of Grey and Chill there. Yes, more Fowler, lad. And then you've got seasons 1 and 2. A little bit pricey for me, a tenner. Never mind. Alright guys, that's us done at the car boot fair. So we're now on our way to pick something up for Mrs. JRC for our Christmas present. Say hi, Lil. And then we're going to go and visit Lennon and we're going to drop some bits off for him and swap them for a voucher which we'll be trading in for some GameCube bits. Then we'll head back to Chase HQ and have a look at this week's pickups because we did pick up quite a bit there and we got quite a bit to trade in, so let's have a look when we get back. Alright guys, there we go. This is what we've come to pick up. Donald's inflatable drive-through from Mrs. GRC's Christmas present. Alright guys, let's do a little call in our local CEX, see what GameCube bits they've got. Let's do it. Guys, well, we picked one up that we needed. We'll get back to Chase HQ, do the big reveal. Let's do it. What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to Chase HQ. Let's do this week's pickups. If you're new to the channel or you've never watched one of my videos before, we tend to start off with the cheaper stuff, so anything that costs between 50p and £2. I like to call those my knickknacks. Then we'll progress on to some of the bigger stuff, finishing off with the GameCube pickups. Let's start with our knickknacks. First two things we picked up which I would like to share with you is a Krusty the Clown from Mrs. GRC. And then second, I can't remember this guy's name, but I know he's from Bucky O'Hare. Was in amongst all the figures, not a bad pickup for 50p. In fact, out of the 4 Bucky O'Hare figures we had, we definitely didn't have him, so he's nice to add as a 5th Bucky O'Hare figure. Then we picked up this little bad boy, who of course is a Powertron, who's not quite a Transformer, but pretty much has the same crack as a Transformer. We actually picked this up, an exact same one, which is just on the shelf down here. We picked him up during, I think it might have been last year, but this one is in better condition. So he's going to go on the shelf. The one on the shelf will either go on eBay, up for trades, or of course, on the table at one of the conventions. Bosh. A big shout out Mrs. GRC. These are going to slide into her collection, but I thought I would share them with you guys. You know, they were only, I think, £1 each, I think she said. And they're pretty cool, so let's have a little look-see. And there were 2 original Bluebird Polly Pocket playsets. That was a tongue twister. And there we can see inside of this one has all the little bits in it, so not a bad pickup for Mrs. GRC. And then again, playset number 2 with the little bits in it. Big shout out GRC's, Mrs. Then of course we picked up an egg cup. Then what I'm going to do is, I'm possibly going to squeeze my boot fair pickups of the week in at this slot because they were only knick-knacky. And they only cost me £2. You'll have seen them in the footage. And they were a shed load of old school or retro gaming manuals. We literally paid £2 for the whole bundle. Let's quickly fly through and see what we got. First one was Pokemon Crystal World Cup Italia 90. What a tournament. Can I whack a bit of Streets of Rage? And of course, a game that transports me back to my childhood, good old Golden Axe. Then we picked up 2 Game Boy Advanced official manuals, and then we grabbed these little inlays from a normal Game Boy. So we picked all them little manuals up, scooped them up for the whole amount of £2. Now let's have a little look-see at some of the disc-based stuff we picked up. These were 50p each. Kicking off with Jimmy Neutron. DuckTales the movie, The Lost Lamp, sliding it firmly into the collection of Junior GRC. Rugrats the movie, we've probably got this about 50 different times, but always worth picking up. And then last but not least, in fact, I actually think I dropped a little bit of a rick with these because the guy only wanted, I think I only paid 50p to £1 for these. I actually bought 2. I bought one for myself and one for big shout out Lennon Paxton. And they were a Transformers the Movie 30th Anniversary Edition sealed DVD. Reflecting back now on Sunday, to be honest with you, I wished I had taken probably most, if not all of these, because the guy had at least, I would say, 15 or 20 separate copies. But to be honest with you, looking back now, I honestly wished I had bought more because we probably could have whacked them on eBay, or certainly took a chunk of them to a convention and sold them. You know, they are real IAMs, you know, they're certainly not copies. And like I said, they are brand new sealed. You know, for the sake of, I'm sure they were 50p or £1 each. I just wished I had bought more. Then let's get into some of the CEX flips. Again, you'll have seen those in the footage, so we'll quickly breeze through those. Be on the old Bolo for the Band of Brothers box set. We actually paid 50p for these. And then squirreled away in there. Now, I can't remember if it was this one that trades in at 6 or this one that trades in at 4. But I know these two were worth a tenner. We literally paid £1 for them, if not more. You know, I'll share the CEX graphics with you now. And this one is a box set. And I'm pretty convinced they are 3 classic Japanese kung fu samurai movies. I think it's the 3 movies that may have inspired Quentin Tarantino when he was making Kill Bill. And here is the box set in question. All the discs are in there. And the movies that are on here are Baby Caught at the River Styx, Zatoshi Meets the One-Armed Swordsman, Lady Snow Blood. Apologies if my camera angle's changed. That's just because someone's just whirlwinded in. You can guess who it was. She's about this tall. Goes by the name of Junior GRC. Another box set to be on the Bolo for the is this. You don't get any more Geordie than Auf Wiedersehen Pet, the classic 80s TV show. Again, I think we paid about £1 or £1.50 for this box set. And I'm pretty sure it traded in at around about £4 to £6. So again, the CEX flippage this week has been nothing but outstanding. And then someone I haven't mentioned or on my videos for quite some time. And that's my good old friend, Mr. Joe Oldfield. Me and Joe go back quite a long way. We work together. Have a look over my shoulder. Here, you can see the Ultimate Warrior workout stuff that he bought me. Me and Joe are really good friends. Just don't tell everyone. And when I seen these, I thought, if these don't trade in at CEX, these will make their way over to Mr. Oldfield as a gift from me to you, sir, because I owe you for that. So let's have a look what we picked up for good old Josie. See if he's interested in them. If he's not, they'll go on eBay or they'll trade in at CEX. I think I've ever met anyone who was a big fan of Airwolf as much as Mr. Oldfield. Big shout out Airwolf. Big shout out Joe Oldfield. And then another pickup I need to accredit Mrs. GRC for, and that was a good old branded Planet Hollywood cocktail glass. And that wraps the Boot Fair pickups up. Let's have a look at some of the GameCube stuff that we've added since last week. Now, the GameCube fund was a little bit depleted. Of course, we bought 2 heavy hitters last Friday or the Friday before. We bought the Shmup. I can't remember what it was. Was it? How do you pronounce it? Everyone says I pronounce it wrong. Is it Ikaruga? Or is it just my Geordie accent? And of course, we picked up Mega Man X. Then we went to the Northeast Retro Gaming Fair where we bought a further 10 games. So it left the coffers a little bit low. But after a few trades this week, finding some vouchers, we picked up another £50 plus game. And to be honest with you, it's probably not one I'm going to play on, but it is what it is. This is what we just grabbed from CEX. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Any idea why this is quite expensive? I know it's quite expensive on the PlayStation 2. But anyways, we traded 50 notes, well, you know, our trade-in voucher of £50 to pick up Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Not a great title, not a great price, but one if ultimately I'm going to try and collect them all that we need. And then one I forgot that I missed off last week when we were at Northeast Retro Gaming, as I was putting them out on the shelf, after we had been playing on them, I noticed I had missed one. And in fact, I need to give a big shout out to my brother Michael Wiley, because holy shit, did we lose some hours on this game. And of course it is International Superstar Soccer, aka ISS. With further 2 games added to the GameCube collection, I think that might take us to about 103 to 105, give or take. Right guys, that is it. That's it for the pickups this week. We've been through what we picked up from the boot fair, we've been through what we're about to trade in at CEX, and we've been through the latest pickups for the GameCube challenge. Of course, we are moving into August, so we have August, September, October, November, and then all of December. So we still have quite a few weeks to go to collect as many as we can. But I just want to say a massive thank you for tuning in and sticking with us for this long. From me, Mrs. GRC and Junior GRC, thank you so much again for being with us, having a bit of banter, watching me shit crack on my spare room, and carry me for around the car boot fairs. Just drop a like and a sub on this video if you don't mind. We've surpassed the 450 mark, so we're now 452. Of course, looking at 500 for the next milestone. Cheers, guys. Have yourselves a wicked week and a wicked weekend. We'll see you here next week, unless something catastrophic happens. See you on the flip side. Peace!